What's going on there, GoalChasers? Alright, I'd like to welcome y'all to my crazy life. Alright, another weekend, another challenge. Alright, tonight we at the Mar Fairgrounds, San Diego, California. We're at the San Diego Night Nation run. This run is at night, starts at 7:30 p.m. and we're just gonna run a 5K. You know, it's gonna be a nice, cool little thing. You know, I've been doing some crazy challenges. This one is gonna be nice and cool and fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to run it. I don't know. I ain't trying to put no emphasis on, you know, time and nothing like that. I want it to be fun. I want it to be fun. Next week, I don't know what I'm doing next week, but I know on May 3rd, I got a Spartan thing, so that's gonna be where, you know, the rubber hits the road. So we just gonna have fun, make it light, and have some and enjoy this. They got a concert, so I'm gonna show you the sights, the sounds, all that stuff. So check it out. All right, what's going on? So the 5K is done. It's a couple days after, and so I need to get this video done so I can go ahead and get it posted. But yeah, the run was fun. It was the Night Nation run, 2025 Night Nation run in San Diego, California, and it was full of action. It was very live. It was very the concert was crazy. As you could see, there were so many people in neon, everything. You know, I seen a guy in a full pinata costume, and it was just crazy. And there was little concerts going on all through the run, which was really cool. For me, it was cool because the last time I did it was in 2017. So I was 37 back then, and I was just getting into doing 5Ks. I was just getting into hiking. I was just getting into doing everything. That's when a lot of my journey started, when it comes to doing things outside of my comfort zone. All before that, I used to go to the gym and didn't do much, didn't really have a routine. Someone introduced me to hiking. They introduced me to the 5Ks, and then I kind of took off from there. Obviously, between then and now, I have fell off plenty of times. And so this time when I saw it come back up, I was just like, oh yeah, I remember I did that back in the day. And I wanted to try it again and see if I could, I guess, get that feeling back. You know, not even get that feeling back, because I felt different than I did back then. But I just wanted to, you know, do something I did back then. Just get that little bit of nostalgia, you know. See what it feels like now. See how I run it now compared to how I ran it back then. And I did. I ran the whole thing. Even though I didn't really feel like I had to, or really feel like I wanted to. But once I started running, you know, I just finished it. And so it didn't end up being a whole 5K, if you are wondering. And I remembered that from last time. It ended up being probably about 2.4 miles. But again, it's more of a fun run. It's not really a challenging type deal. You're there to go. You see the different venues, the different concert stages. You can stop, dance with each other, and that's what a lot of people were doing, you know. And there were times when I was running and people would be in front of me and they just stop, and I run into them, and I'd have to, you know, maneuver around them and stuff. So people weren't really there for the challenge of a run or a challenge of a 5K. They were there to be at the Mar Fairgrounds. They were there for the fair food. They had some amazing food vendors, but you know, I didn't eat anything. I wasn't really hungry for that kind of stuff. A lot of like sausage and just a lot of, you know, fair food. You know, it looked real good. Don't get me wrong. It looked really good. Lots of drinks, lots of alcohol, all that stuff. But a lot of times when I go to these events, I just go to get it done and then go home. I don't go, especially when I'm going out of town. For me, it's about an hour out of my way. So once I get done, you know, and it's at night, then I know the whole time I'm sitting here thinking I still got an hour drive home, and I'm not trying to, you know, sit there too long, and then it's still gonna take me an hour to get back home. And yeah, and then the next day was Easter, so you know, I had plans for Easter. So and to everybody, happy Easter out there. I know it's a couple days late, but happy Easter. Hopefully everyone had a great Easter with their families and friends, and ate good and did good things. But yeah, it was a good run. It was fun. It wasn't so much of a challenge because it was more of a fun run. I think that's gonna be the last time I do that one though. I think I'm more into the Spartan type deal, the challenge, the competition, the stuff like that. Like that seems to be more the lane that I'm on now. That seems to be more, yeah, the kick that I'm on. When I get done with those, I feel like exhausted, and I feel the pain, and I feel all of that, and I feel more accomplished, I guess you could say. So in this one, there was no medal, but I do have my bib. So what we will be doing for today is we'll be putting my bib up on my medal wall instead of putting my medal on there, which is good because my medal wall has also a space for bibs. So we'll go ahead and do that, and here's another accomplishment to add to my wall of accomplishments for this year. So go ahead and get to it. All right, looks good up there. It looks good up there, and I feel like everyone should who's you know, doing this journey. You should find something to mark your accomplishments with, whether it's writing them down, something like this, something just so you can see, or documenting it online like I'm doing, something where you can see, where you can go back. And I think that's probably one of the best things I've ever done was making these YouTube videos, because I can always go back, and I have gone back to a couple years ago. You know, I think I have like 7 years of videos on here, and I've seen my struggles, and I've seen my pain, and I've seen a lot of the hard times that I've had. And even through those hard times, I saw my positive attitude, which has been crazy to me because I remember those times, and I'm not necessarily was I this positive person, but on that video I seemed very positive, and sometimes I think it was just when I was recording, I was in that positive headspace because I felt like I had hope. Like when I was making these videos, I was making them for the future me. I wanted the future me to see that drive, that determination, that motivation. And I also wanted I wanted whoever was watching it to see that although I wasn't in the best position, that I was still trying I was still positive, and I was still gonna go out there and make something happen. And I think that was one of the best decisions I've made, and up until now, it's still a great decision. And even now, like, you know, I'm not done yet. So I would like to, a year from now, look back at this and say, oh, okay, I remember when I looked like that, and now I'm looking, you know, even more like in shape, you know. So I mean, from then to now is a major transformation. So I can only imagine a year from now the transformation. So I just keep that positive vibe and mentality and mindset that I can just keep pushing forward and keep, you know, keep getting better. That's the goal, really, to keep getting better. I mean, if it was one thing that I wish I could have done, I wish I could have done this earlier. So if you are younger out there, I wish I could have done this when I was in my 20s or, you know, in my teens, and just kept it going all through life and kept that healthy life. Like, there's so many things that if I would have done them so much earlier, I'd be in an even better space right now. But at the same time, I feel like that struggle, that pain, it builds character, and at this point, I got a lot of character. So yeah, the next event I got going on is the Spartan Spartan Atlas, May 3rd in Las Vegas, and that one I am terrified of. All the other ones I've been nervous. This one I am terrified. Like, I am really scared to do this one. Not to say I won't do it, not to say I won't show up, and I will give it my best, but I am really scared of the outcome of this one. And I've been training for it, and I've done some videos where I've done some of the workouts or some of the zones, just so I see what to expect. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, especially doing all 10 back to back, and I only get 30 minutes to do all 10 zones. And it's more of a strength thing, and I think a lot of it has to do with your shoulders. And so yeah, I'm gonna show up, show out, and we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna fail, and I'm gonna make sure that I prepare myself not to fail. So stay tuned for that. Besides that, yeah, I got a couple weeks that I can really go train hard, and I don't think I have anything this weekend in my crazy life besides whatever I make up, but nothing that I've paid for, no paid for events that I will be showing up at. If anything, it'll be something that I've made up myself. And yeah, so if you're out there doing your thing, keep chasing those goals, embrace the pain, enjoy the process, and respect the gains. And I will see you at the next video. All right.